How are you doing, everybody? Hope you're having a great day, and welcome back to Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Now, if you might have noticed, there is a slight delay in the uploads, and that's because, for some reason, I had I had 3 episodes already recorded, and for some reason, all 3 of them got corrupted. So yeah, I had to come back and play the whole game again just to reach this point. Um, the reason I did that is because my dumbass forgot to save the game, and when I did do it, I overrode some of the saves I already did. So yeah, that's one of the reasons. Okay, and yeah, so we're back at Kohler's lab. Yeah, explore this however you want. Should be some stuff around here. Oh yeah, neuropathy, that's what I was trying to look for. Yeah, grab these. If you might have noticed in the previous episode, you can get a lot of stuff just by offering neuropathy to people. So, yeah, there we go. I think he has 2 here. He might have more, but as far as I know, he only has 2. Okay. Read this if you want to get some XP. You can go through his laptop if you want. Go. Okay, so before we go anywhere, I have to show you the there you go to unlock that. So before that, there we go, grab that. Okay, one more. Let's see if I remember how to do this correctly. Yep, let's do a reveal.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
There we go. Okay, another bad. Let's unlock this. Okay. And I believe that's it for here. And time to leave. Now, while we're going out, I'm going to show you a area where you can get a quest, a side quest, and it would be a pretty good time to do the quest right now. It doesn't take a lot. The only thing I would recommend people to have is the remote hacking, and that reminds me, I have to upgrade some of the items. So you can see I already have most of the stuff upgraded. I would recommend getting these and having this. Yeah, I would get the shields if you want to. You could have it to level 2, I think it's fine. If you feel like that you're encountering a lot of spaces where there's electricity around you, I would recommend getting these. I already have the practice points, that's the only reason I'm getting these. What else? Feel like I'm forgetting something. Leave, yep, there we go. Increase map thing. Oh. Now you could already have this if you want, but I won't do it. Just, I don't know, I just don't like the vibrating sounds that it gives off. Yeah, if you have the points, use them. If you do not, then do not. It's up to you. For this one, you have to choose lethal, non-lethal. I always go with lethal because that's usually the only time I use this, and I hardly use this. So come on, one more thing. I think I'll leave it there for now. Okay, we have some side missions right here and some points of interest. Now let's head down here first. I'll show you how to do that. There we go.
Jensen, it's Miller. Listen, I need your eyewitness report
Now
as
you
soon
could
as
go
possible.
back in here to the
What's your
library.
ETA?
Depends on how many cops ask to see my papers.
Fuck. Not much I can do about state police after yesterday's attack. Get in when you can. Miller out.
Yeah, so you can go in here, loot the whole place. There's some, you can find some credits and some other stuff in there, but usually not a lot. Now, while you're going, you make a right here and go down here, and it starts a
Doc
cutscene.
Larry! Doc Larry! Show me latest papers. Otherwise you cannot go through here.
I know the drill.
The drill has changed. Too many forgeries. All OGs must now carry a supplementary permit authentication card. Do you have this card?
Now, you can go through all these. It'll lead you to the same thing. You should go with Cooperative Bluff. It's up to you.
I'll clear it up with the people I work for. They'll take care of it.
And who do you work for exactly?
Does it matter? You worried I might outrank you?
Of course not. These rules, they apply to everyone. Besides, I am regional director of document checking. I report to God directly. It is God who tells me that if you continue this way, without proper permit, I am morally obliged to shoot you.
Is that right?
My friend, I know what you're thinking. It's terrible the way they make laws against your kind. But listen, maybe I can do something to help. We could come to an understanding.
What kind of understanding?
Lucky for you, I know a guy. An expert in permitification. A document agent. He offers permits, authentication cards. Peace of mind. With his help, you go wherever you want, whenever you want. No more hassles. What do you say?
You can play along and negotiate to confront. It's up to you. It all leads to the same area.
This document agent you mentioned, is he the one in charge? He gets you to stop OGs and offer them this opportunity to do business with him.
Go see for yourself. My friend has documents to pass checkpoints, to keep police off your back, to get into parts of Prague you never knew existed. Tell him Drahomir sent you. You'll see. I give you address, yes?
All right, give me the address. I think I'd like to see who's behind all this.
Shekashka. There's a courtyard behind the apartment building. Very easy to find. My friend will be there. He will get you latest permit card. Just pay him and don't ask questions.
Okay. Now that we have that one, we can go do this one first. The golden ticket is, in my opinion, very easy quest to do. And to do this, to follow this right there. Now you go here. You can talk to them if you want, but usually doesn't do much.
This area is restricted to you, Og.
Now, the way to do this
You looking for permit?
is to go here. Okay. Go line. Okay. You can go in here if you want. I usually just go through stuff. You can get the hackable software. You don't need that. I mean, if you could take it if you want to. If you want to sell it for credits. I'm not in need of it right now. But if you could be able to sell it, then go ahead. See. Nothing. There was something else here. No.
There's a bad vibe.
Yep, there we go, yeah. I remember now. Go. Parts. I believe that should be it. If there's more, you guys can take a look. Go ahead.
That bombing was bad for business.
You made a fair bit of credits already.
Okay.
Should get rid of those train cars. Creeping me out.
Now, wait for this guy to go away.
You say something? Didn't think so. Go, but it's probably nothing.
Okay. There's one way to get through here. Like I said, I would recommend you get the remote hacking to do this. Now you don't need to do all three, you just need to get the middle one so you can get in. But you can do all three just to get experience points. Now what you do, so go over here,
This night ends in bloodshed.
close the door,
No doubt.
get this. No bullets inside. Usually you could come in through here. There's another way you can come in through here.
I'm looking forward to squeezing into the uniform.
What happened that fateful day in 2027 was beyond terror any of us has ever seen.
If you guys want me to work, you need to give me some breathing
Now
room.
here we begin the.
I hope you're not Edward Broad, because you don't look at all like the picture.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Arts and crafts?
I think you work for those scam artists out there. Or do they work for you?
It was never meant to be a scam. More like social services for the disaffected. You know, like no og left behind.
Looks like a forgery ring to me.
I hate the word forgery. I prefer graphic arts activism. I help people to be other people. And seriously, try getting anywhere with forgery on your resume.
You're involved in something that takes advantage of people, and you're worried about your resume?
That may have come out wrong. I mean, yes, career is important, but it's not everything. I know that. I tend to get really nervous when I'm stressed. I'm stressed when... which always just makes things worse. Oh, okay, look. I have no reason to be nervous here, do I? You're totally on my side, right? One of the good guys. Not like Drahomir.
No, you can go through either way, just go through reassurance.
I'm not here to make you nervous.
Sounds better.
I just need you to explain it to me. The essentials of what's been going on here.
Essentials. Right. Essentially, I was trying to help my augmented friends.
The way I saw it out there, the promise of fake documents was being used to extort people. How does that help them?
The extortion part sucks. I swear to you, I'm totally anti-extortion.
Obviously.
Let me explain better. The government, they print up these official permits each month, but they only sell them to the rich corporate and military allies. Meanwhile, the other orgs, they get cattled out of the city because their documents aren't up to date enough. That's what was happening to my friends.
Government corruption versus organized crime. And regular people get caught in the middle. You gotta love the classics.
When it was just me, I didn't charge anyone. But then Drahomir shows up and turns it into this big operation with fake checkpoints and ridiculous fees. I didn't want anything to do with that. I wanted to stop.
Why didn't you?
I was scared. Drahomir said he would kill me. Looked at me kind of like you're looking at me now. You're not going to kill me, are you?
What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. Look, the real problem is Drahomir and that checkpoint of his. Without him in the picture, the rest of them couldn't run a lemonade stand. Maybe you could... You know...
You think I just walk around shooting people?
Don't you?
I like knowing there are other options.
Okay, so stab him, scare him, or get the police to do their job for once. I remember Drahomir mentioning this cop who threatened him. She was hanging around his checkpoint. Who knows? Maybe there really is one good cop in Prague.
It sounds like the safest bet. Otherwise, you're asking me to pick a fight with a bunch of guys in uniforms. Scam artists or not.
The whole city would come down on you. Still, up to you how you want to handle it.
Right. And just so we're clear, you are going to stop forging documents now.
I don't like getting into trouble. And even worse is other people suffering because of me. No more faking documents ever again. Unless someone really needed one. Then I'd probably do it. I mean, if we knew for a fact that we could help someone, we should do whatever we can, right?
It depends what you have
gives
in
another
mind.
quest.
The docs I make, they really can fool the authorities. Sort of.
Sort of.
Drahomir flooded the streets with forgeries, so the city started tracking more, adding scanners, validation numbers. Now, unless one of my permits gets activated in the city database, it's just plastic.
So you're telling me these people pay for forgeries and then probably get deported anyway?
It doesn't have to be that way. I have 2 permits that I literally just made, and I think we can really help these people. If you're willing.
Select I want to help. It gives you
Alright,
a
how
bit
do we
more
help?
speed to and a
Their
few more
names are
tasks
Edward
to do.
Brod and Irenka Bauer. Drahomir was going to charge them like 20 more times. But maybe you could just give them the forgeries? Early Christmas present?
You said it's just plastic, that people get deported anyway. How does this help them?
I think I know how to get them activated. As long as you're willing to follow through.
Alright. I'll go meet Edward and Irenka. In the meantime, are you going to be okay here?
Once they learn that Drahomir's been taken care of, the others will leave me alone. He's the one I'm scared of. By the way, there is a safe over there where they keep their money. I'll give you the code. 2489. Feel free to help yourself.
What about you?
Way ahead of you.
Okay, now that you have the code, here. We have nothing here. Okay, now be very careful over here. If you make a lot of noise, from some of my playthroughs, I know that they start shooting you right here. So since you have that, 2489.
What if we extend well, might all be going already.
More frag grenades. Now you can go up here and leave exactly how you came.
Got to find an untapped market to exploit. He could be in prison.
Now, before I leave, I always
Second check.
There's a body over here. Getting a little worried.
Give it a little
Come on, Fratishka. Everything will be all right.
There we go. Put those 2 out of the way.
That bombing was bad for business.
The Ogs are scared. By tomorrow,
Now get rid of the gun.
we will be so busy you will be complaining about that.
Go. Now,
Don't be shy.
let's get to the other side. So,
Just because Drahomir looks like
completely-
great doesn't mean he's a real cop.
He showed me his
to,
credentials.
sorry,
They look pretty
to
real.
really take out Drahomir, you don't actually need to do anything. All you need to do is come over here,
Everyone knows it.
talk with this
You ever-
lady right here.
Not from here, are you?
What gives it away?
You just walked up to a police officer. And I have this funny feeling you expect something good to come out of it.
Now, if you want, you can go with police or repression. You don't need to do both of these are optional. If you do police, it just gives you a slight bit of backstory on Jensen, but just turn it around here.
I recently got stopped at a fake checkpoint. Heard there was a cop around here who might know what I'm talking about.
Draumir, he's a slippery fuck. Pays off all the right people. Provides all these bullshit documents that prove he's legit. Regional inspector, my ass. I'm putting a file together.
A file? This guy's dressing up like a cop and harassing Augs in the street.
Sounds like 90% of the people I work with. Listen, the right amount of coin in the right kind of pocket, fancy-looking paperwork, those things go a long way in this city. Especially if the perception is that he's not really doing anything wrong. Just giving Augs a hard time.
There's more to it than that.
That's exactly what I think. Why don't you fill me in? What's Drahomir been up to behind my back?
Now, you could go ahead and go with kidnapping and coercion. As far as I know, you want to keep Milena a secret as much as possible, as you don't want her to get arrested or anything, because she's actually pretty important later on in the story. So go ahead with forgery and extortion.
Draumir's checkpoint is the setup for a forgery ring. He's not just stopping Augs and giving them a hard time. He's not just taking people's lunch money. It's extortion.
This forgery ring, you have an address?
I was inside. I saw the equipment.
You know what? You had me back at harassing. I've been dying for an excuse. A chance to go after someone who actually deserves it for once. No more hiding behind the people he bribes. I suggest keeping your distance. Official police business.
You could go ahead and try to help
Stay
them, but
out
it
of it.
will not work. So just try to stay really far away and let them do the job. And then the shootout begins. Basically, just wait until he's dead. Looks like he's still alive.
Who is shooting? There's a shooter nearby! No! Hold it! You were never here!
Keep it busy! Going in!
There we go, he's dead.
Milena, I've got an update on your friend Draumir.
I've seen Drahomir pretend to be many things. My friend was never one of them.
It's been taken care of. He's not gonna be a problem anymore.
Thank God. I don't know how...
We were
Oops,
machines.
sorry about that.
But terror and pain have turned us into
But
souls.
this is the one of the
There is
people you
something
need to give the
struggling
fake
within.
ID to.
Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel what we did not used to feel. We hear voices. Teach us to have children so that we may love them. Primus, is that you?
Are you Arenka Bauer?
Who are you? Please, take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
I didn't come here to take anything.
You haven't? Arenka, she gets very scared. Whatever you've come to tell her, you should first tell me. I am the robot Helena. Arenka is not well. We must shield her.
Arenka paid someone to make her an AUG permit. To keep her from being taken to Gollum City. That someone wants to come through.
Really? If that's true, we'll be very happy. If we can stay in Prague, maybe they'll even... There was once a great play that predicted so much. Robots, revolutions, the future of mankind. She memorized all of it. It's her way. It's my way of trying to understand.
I'll take your word for it. Here, This permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean I don't have to hide anymore?
It's not that simple. You're still in danger. The permit needs to be activated. Otherwise, a routine scan will mark you for Gollum just the same.
I don't understand.
Sorry, there's no legal way for you to stay here. You should prepare for the worst.
We don't know how to prepare.
I'll take care of the activation. Just keep a low profile until I can get it sorted out.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank God. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad you did. Listen, if you ever need documents for something...
I'll be fine, thanks.
Okay, now that it's just done, it's one more person we need to deal with, and then one more stop.
A long time.
And then this quest is gonna be over. Now, to do this one, let them run away.
Yeah, take that! It's too quiet. The old man was supposed to be alone! Let's go.
Okay. Now, I usually use a shotgun in this case. I can go in here.
Heard you're sitting on some cash, Grandpa.
Store.
You think I'll talk to you like...
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you so much for what
All-
you've done.
Now, to do this, always make sure to be as close as possible, because if you do it from the doorway, the cops see you, and they start attacking you, so always be careful. Now, before we do anything else,
Still no sign of anything.
there we go, just turn it off, get some experience, and let's talk with this guy right here.
Come on. Keep it together.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me the game glitched out.
Shit.
Okay, let's wait for the search rate to go to, I don't know. Yeah,
Acknowledged.
there we go. Now finally we can talk.
Thank you. I didn't know what to do. There are not many people a man like me can call on for help.
What did they want?
What everybody wants. Money. To feel strong. At first I thought they were here to take me away. Any moment now, they will take me away.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Don't get an old man's hopes up. Unless... My daughter? Did she send you? She did, didn't she? Why else would you? Please, tell me. When can I see them?
Now, you could answer truthfully, but if you dig deeper, it's a very sad story. Basically, the guy killed his granddaughter, I believe. Yeah, and it's pretty sad the way he tells about it. And if you've played the previous game or seen the recap, I guess, if what you want to call it, in the beginning of the game, then you know that people went crazy during the AUG incident. And yeah, basically people became very violent. When the thing happened, he was dancing around with his granddaughter, and kaboom, he killed her. So you could go down this way to I don't know, if you want to learn about it, but I usually go this way.
No, that's not who sent me. You paid someone for an AUG permit. Do you remember?
Oh, yes. Those officers who stopped me. Sure, I remember. They charged me 3 times already. Said it was a very complicated process. I knew it wouldn't get me anywhere.
But you kept paying?
I was desperate. I would pay 100 more times if it meant I could stay close to my family, to what is left of them. I want to stay in Prague.
Now you can go through this again. You'll learn the whole story if you want to.
Here. This permit should fool anyone at a glance.
I remember the officer saying I would have to pay again. Is that true?
Now you could do this, but the guy has already gone through a lot, so I usually don't take
No,
it.
I'm not
and I
here to
already have a
collect.
lot of
I'm here to
credits.
help.
I appreciate that. So, what now? Do I have to activate something? I can put on my nice coat if necessary. If I have to wait in line, I'll wait in line. I don't complain.
The situation's a little less legal than that.
Oh. Do you need me to break in somewhere?
I'll take care of it. Just try to keep a low profile until I figure out how to validate your number.
All right. I can do that. I will wait here.
Go.
Milena, I met with both those Augs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the augment permit registry. You'll have to access it, quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
All right, I got it.
There we go. Now we got a code.
When you wish upon a star.
Okay.
I thought it was around here
We're
somewhere.
here.
It makes me think
Need to
of
be
the
here.
old puppet shop.
Let's go ahead and travel. Now, usually traveling can be fast or slow. Just depends how fast your game can load. For me, it fluctuates time to time. Well, we'll see right now. So while this is going on, let me give you some more details about the quest. So when we reach the area where we need to activate the ID cards, the registration papers, whatever you want to call them, we later learn that we can only activate one. And what I do is, on each playthrough, I switch which character I activate. And from what I've seen, this choice doesn't actually affect you later on in the game. So even if you don't have anyone to, I don't know, choose,
Got what you're looking for.
then you can always just
Point.
choose whoever you want, or you can just do a coin toss. It's up to you. Now,
Goodbye.
People like it?
I always get a little nervous when I go into the subway. I don't like the feeling
yeah.
of being trapped underground.
so you could go this way and go in here, but there is another way. And if you come around this area, let me see. There we go. Just jump on top here. Open that. Usually, I think. How did I make it last time?
Right here.
Huh? I thought I made it somehow. In one of my playthroughs, I made it here. Weird. Why is it not working? We'll just do it the other way around. No worries. Now, basically, this is how you get out. Now, to go in, I would recommend going invisible.
Continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers.
No. I would. Okay. 6, 7, 8. Over here. Wow, that was really close. Huh. Hopefully that was it. Yes. Did not want to get caught. Looks like I did. Okay, so before doing this, come here and hack. Come on. 1 second. There we go. So while that's going on, go in here and hack this.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Come on.
Access granted.
There we go. Now go to cameras and turn it off. There we go. And go here. Turn these on. There we go. Thought I turned this off. Huh, that is so weird.
Tak, kamo.
Where did he go?
Proč się metod?
Moja lala do prdele.
Rozum.
Cameras.
Milena, I got into the AUG permit registry.
Hold on. That should give me access now as well.
Why am I seeing a security timer?
Probably because neither of us have done this before. Cross your fingers. I borrowed this employee ID from a guy in a bar.
Why does it say there's only one validation slot?
Shit! The city has quotas for this kind of thing. Prague is designed to regulate people to death.
What does that mean?
The system won't let this guy register 2 people. Just scan something. There isn't much time. Help 1 person at least. Good. Edward's documents should hold up to any kind of scanning check now. He's as legit as he can be, without actually being legit.
I came here to
For
help 2
some
people.
reason, the camera
It
did
doesn't
not
always work that way. Look, you need to get
Turn
out
off.
of there, please.
Milena, that permit I wasn't able to scan. What happens to Irenka now?
There
She
we go.
probably ends up in
Give it a few
Golem.
more minutes.
Or she gets arrested for trying to use fake documentation. Thrown into a cell somewhere.
Who listens to that garbage?
Doesn't exactly feel like a win, does it?
No, it doesn't.
We did the best we could. Listen, thanks for being one of the good guys.
Now, since that one's done, oops. Let's go ahead. Before we head over there, let's head over to here. Point of interest.
I have to find something.
Step back. Now, I would have usually done the point of interest thing first, but I wanted to get the side quests over with. If you're new to the game, I would recommend sticking to the story as much as possible the first round, and doing side quests if you feel like you can do it. Other than that, just stick to the story. You can play a New Game Plus and continue on with that. And over time, you'll be able to build up your credits to a point like where I'm right now, where I don't actually bother with it.
Go back.
Now let's make this as quick as
comparison.
possible.
Tutte le cose fai tu.
What is this?
Go. Let's be as quick as possible. Now usually if you go towards this way, you have a cutscene with her, but you don't actually need to if you want to.
Another one.
Wow. Okay. Why can I move? Oh, there we go.
We've taken away everything.
Okay. Let's go through here. Now, in this area right here, you could, if you have your shield thing up, go through here, or you can break through here if you want to. Let's see. But since I have that shielding thing, weird. For some reason I thought there was gonna be something there. Let's turn this off. Okay. Let's hack this. Come on. Okay. Why don't we try something out?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
See if we can get all the nodes. There we go.
Access
And
granted.
there we go. I usually will get some extra stuff. And ta-da, welcome to the armory. These are always a welcome sight to see. Give you free weapons. Now usually I only take the tranquilizer darts, as I usually use the tranquilizer guns, and sniper rifle ammo, as I haven't used a sniper in a while though. Maybe I'll sell it later on. Here. There's some lockers. Go. Crafting, smoke grenade. Probably sell it. Combat rifle ammo, don't need it. I could sell it, but I just don't want to. Okay. There we go. Here. There we go. Now you'll be back here for another side quest, I believe. So yeah, and because of that, this is unusable right now. You turn it on, but it doesn't turn it up on over there. What you could do is like lure people. There's gonna be like 3 people in here. Just turn it on and they all get electrocuted. That's one way to deal with them. And since we've already been here, point of interest thing is over, and we can just leave. There we go. And let's see what the quest system has for us right now. No more points of interest. We could go here. Let's see. Let's talk to Sheriff. And specialist. Oh, yeah, before we do that, let me... Yeah. We have to have
License,
the...
permit, voucher, document of authority, temporary pass, travel coupon, and or certificate of authenticity.
Good old days, we'd just ask for ID.
Good old days are gone. Haven't seen one of these before. Orange level. You are some kind of badass?
Just someone with a job to do.
And the tools to do it, obviously. Go on through.
Now you wanna head down here in this door.
What
and talk with her.
What can I get you? Beer?
Ask for
What else have you got?
Oh.
For someone who lives off of...
Well,
I'm just gonna
sometimes.
skip this real quickly. Give the
Sure.
neuropozyne.
Here you go.
Thank
There
you.
go.
These are tough times.
You understand.
The neuropozyne isn't even for...
No, it's not. I'm what you might.
I'm glad I could help. Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Okay, now you could buy any of these if you want, but I usually just leave.
I'm good for now.
As you wish.
Now,
should stick close by.
during that conversation, she's gonna give you the keypad code. Now you could, oops.
Moving from current position.
There we go. Now, if you were to do this without talking with her, those cops outside would be in here right now. Try to kill you. But since you talked to her and she's given you permission, you could come in here and yeah, just come in here. Now you could go in there. Give me one before we do that. Let's come here. I think there was some stuff in here that I'm forgetting. Am I forgetting it? Probably. Let's try to hit this. There we go. There we go. Got that. Now, we can't open this door because there is something behind this right there. And there is a way to get back there. I'm trying to remember where it was, but I'll probably come back when I figure it out. Okay, that's it. We can come back here later on. And let's find a way to search.
Seems to have quite enough. It's the beginning of a new age, and like always, shape is first, fire, and blood, hate. Right users and
Now, do not need to go into that room yet. If you go ahead before, you will not be able to do a side quest completely. This happens later on. But just a reminder, I tried doing it before. Let's finish
Adam,
this first.
what's going on? I didn't expect to hear from you.
I didn't expect my doctor to find dormant augs hidden in my system.
What?
Dormant experimental augs. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Adam, you know the decisions I made for you 2 years ago.
Yes or no?
No! All the work we did on you was above board. You have my word on that. What exactly did you find?
Experimental test augs spliced into my system. Kohler said something about a neodymium shell. Who would have designed something like that?
God, you've got a Titan aug? It's impossible. It was just a concept.
You just said this wasn't you.
It wasn't. The DoD showed me schematics 3 years ago and asked me if I thought it could work. It was designed by somebody else, Vadim Orlov. Megan and I interviewed him once, but he wouldn't have fit in.
Now, you can ask for questions. Usually it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go with continue.
I've got to find this guy.
Adam, let me track him down for you. I'm leaving for London soon, but I can make phone calls, reach out to people. Seraph Industries may be gone, but my name still carries weight in certain circles.
Do it. Contact me by infolink when you have something.
I won't let you down on this. I never felt right about losing touch with you after Panchaea. When I heard you'd shown up in Detroit alive a year after everyone thought you were dead. Why didn't you get in touch with us?
I couldn't. Rescue crews pulled me out of the ocean and dumped me in a clinic in Alaska. Nobody knew who I was. For a long time, neither did I.
My God, son, you don't think... I mean, that could have been when...
Find Orlov, Sarif. I've got questions I need answered.
I will, I promise. I'll call you.
Dang, there we go. Now with that, let's take a look at the OGs. Now I would recommend getting the social enhancer because we'll be needing it later on. Let's see. Now in my first playthrough, I went through all these. I didn't go through all the auxiliary OGs, the experimental ones basically. Because you probably won't need them a lot. As long as you have most of these already working, you don't need the experimental ones. But later on, if there's something that you do need, go ahead and do it. One I would recommend you get is the remote hacking though. That one is a must. And what else? You could get this one. I only got it because it looks cool. Yeah, that's the only reason. And what else? If you want to get, you can get this one too, but it's not for me. Usually don't use guns in fights. The dash one is pretty good. You can go to a lot of hidden locations with these, but if you can time everything, or if you have patience enough to lay the groundwork, so to say, then you don't need get this one. And I am gonna get it though. There we go. Okay. And I think that's gonna be it for this video. Please like, subscribe, comment down below if you have any tips and tricks about the game. If you have any questions about the game, you can leave them down below. If you want to see me play a game, you could leave the comments, and I'll see if I own the game already. I'll play it. If not, I'll see if I can buy it or not. And what else? Yeah, that's gonna be it. And hopefully this save file doesn't get corrupted. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.